Hello everyone, welcome back with one more session, and this is going to be again one special session, and this is BITSAT Prime Time with Masterclass Space at 9 o'clock. So this prime time is going to be very insightful because we are going to discuss a case study, and that case study is about drastic change in score, gap between session 1 and session 2. So we had one student, though we have seen so many students, but one specific student who got very low score in session 1, but in session 2 he broke all the record. So we are going to talk about that story. We are going to talk about that case study. We have two experts. One is Aditya Shankar from BITSAT, and second is Atul Verma from IIT Delhi. So let me begin with Mr. Shankar. So first question for you, how to manage multiple exams together?
So thank you so much, Hassan, for asking this question, especially this time, guys. Unlike last year, your BITSAT used to be in May, then the second attempt in June. This time, BITSAT's first attempt was in April, and second is just after JEE Advanced. So of course, it is a little difficult to manage both the exams, though the syllabus is almost same, but exam pattern is little different. So while I believe once you are, as you are already done with your BITSAT session 1 and JEE mains session, so you don't need to revise the syllabus again and again. So I just can tell you that you can sometime while you are preparing for JEE Advanced, sometime in between you can take mock test. That's very important. You should not completely forget about BITSAT at all, because of course after 17th of May, the day after JEE Advanced, time is going to be quite less. If you're relying that in 7 days you can do a lot, no, 7 days are not enough to prepare for BITSAT. Though, as I told you, the syllabus is same, but exam temperament is different. Here you need to be really fast and accurate. JEE Advanced is a very subjective type of exam. That is completely a very different type of pattern. It's like BITSAT is like 2020, so JEE Advanced is a test match. So you need to prepare both the patterns.
Thank you so much. It's insightful. So people, so this is connected to this story that we are going to discuss, because our student also suffered with the same exam pattern and preparation of different one. Now returning to the real insight of the student that we are going to do the case study. So Mr. Verma, question for you. Is improvement possible beyond high score also?
Thank you, Hassan. Thank you for sharing this question. And actually, it is quite a unique one, because many times when we, share about improvements, and many times when students also, in a way, fantasize about improvements, they feel that, okay, when they have low scores, then the chances of going to the high score is very high, right? It's like once you have hit the rock bottom, then you can touch the sky. But there have been multiple cases where students have scored around 250 marks in their first attempt and still have crossed 300 very nicely with persistence, with dedication, managing some exams together in second attempt. So in fact, we had a student. So anyways, many students are there, but as you know, after exams, students get busy in one or other stuff. We are like often not able to catch them to like listen to their experience, but we were lucky enough to have this interaction with one of our student, Doug. I'm going to share very small 1 minute like interaction with him. I hope the sound would be visible.
Well, for my first attempt in bits, I had gotten like around 280s, and in my second, because in first attempt, like it was more about other examinations and stuff, and since there was second attempt, I didn't bother much. In second attempt, I took the BITSAT these courses. I was pretty much only solving the papers, and that helped me get used to the time, the usage of time in this kind of particular kind of paper, because you have bonus questions later on, right? So I'd say this one only.
Yeah. So like if we listen to Chirag, and you can always go back and like listen to full interview. If you see his attitude, he is like that, fine. I have been preparing for various exams. I know the syllabus very well, just as Aditya mentioned, but how do I get familiarized with the pattern? So if you listen, first time he took the paper without any test series, just with the kind of knowledge he was having. Second time, specifically for improvement, he enrolled in our test series and was able to improve by good 70 plus points. So, what I'm trying to say is that, you know, understanding the things, understanding the pattern, identifying the differences in syllabus, all these are one thing. Other important thing is, once you have got that insight, are you able to put it into practice? Are you able to like really start the mock papers? Everyone is telling you, the one who scored say around 220 is telling you the same story, that how you attempt and analyze the mock, that leads to the improvement. The one who has scored 280 and then got 360 is telling you the same story. So I feel that the important thing to understand is that once you have listened, once you have identified the key aspect of improvement, are you willing to work on it?
Mhm. So, because you have shared a very detailed, what you say, answer of the question. So let me continue with you too. So the second back-to-back question is, what is the main reason for overall improvement?
Right. So, Hassan, what I personally feel due to interaction with various students, like what I feel is it's not about at what point you are. Like, as long as you are improving, there is one thing which is always common. One thing is like putting past behind them, not in front of them. So, as the quote also is that the say the window screen of car or any vehicle is bigger than the rear view mirror, so that you can like focus more on the future. So this common trait I have seen in every student, like pretty much every student who has improved. I have rarely seen students who are just worrying about their score, that they deserved better but could not, and still improving in second attempt. In fact, what I have seen many times, and I fully give credit to the importance of luck on the exam day. I'm not saying that if you have worked hard, no matter what, nothing can change your result, nothing like that. There is always a good factor of chance or luck, whatever you want to call it. What kind of exam comes, what kind of questions come, whatever. But what I have seen, even when students who did not perform adequately or as per their expectations in one exam, the reason they improved in the other exam was they were not sticking to that bad result. They were able to move forward, and they were able to see the another attempt as another chance. So I think this is one common thing I have observed in all the students, that they look forward, they analyze, but they do not like keep on lamenting on the mistakes or the result of the past.
So now we are going to take final question. I'm going to take final answer to a question. Mr. Shankar, what should be 1 month plan, or how students should follow this 1 month plan to maximize the score?
So guys, for many of you, it's not even 1 month, because your BITSAT is from 24th of May. Today is 27th. So 1 month, I believe you can take like one test per day. That is the most effective thing which I have seen. We have several students who have increased their score a lot from session 1 to session 2. Consistency matters a lot. That is the secret. So I won't tell you that go and once again keep studying the same thing. Now what you need is just practice. So if you have not taken the test series yet, you can take our test series, Masterclass Space test series. 30 tests are there. So you can take one test a day, analyze it, revise the week topic, then again next day take a new test, then repeat the same analysis. And you can also join crash course of logical reasoning and English, because many of the students, they are nudging behind in these two topics which are not taught in their previous last 2 years of coaching. So and 90 marks, they account for 90 marks, which is not a small score. So if out of 90, at least I believe if your aims are very high, you must score around 75 to 80 marks. So these you need to take care. This should be in your mind that you have to perform really well. Don't just keep practicing physics, chemistry, mathematics. English and logical reasoning, they are very, very scoring subject, and in less time you can score more. So I would suggest you that please go and study LR in English, and one test a day. That's going to you'll see a lot of change, a huge improvement in 1 month.
Very insightful. So people, you got the ideas from these two experts about the planner, how to improve, what to focus on. So if you want crash course or you want shortcut tips and strategies, you can join our crash course that is held every day, 6 to 7 p.m. And if you want test series, that was one of the key factor of improvement of a score. You can visit our website, www.masterclassspace.com. This is all for today. See you in next discussion. Have a good time, everybody.